and hello everyone. I really feel wonderful and honored to be part of this very auspicious occasion, the TEDx event being organized by the young and enthusiastic students of SRCC. I thank TEDxSRCC for giving me this esteemed opportunity. And just to mention here, there was some professional reason why I am not being able to participate in the event as live speaker on 24th of April. Hence, I'm sharing my speech as a pre-recorded video. When we talk about the topic, the beyond the prism, we all need to understand that why we are discussing this topic, and more so, why is it relevant for students like you, for young India? We all know that prism does not merely represents a physical form, but it also gives an orientation of moving beyond the normal, moving beyond the normality. And prism always has the function of separating a ray of light into the spectrum of colors. So when we are talking about moving beyond the prism, we all need to understand that what we see upfront may not be obvious. What we see here, maybe today, it may not be obvious. And there might be many things which we all need to understand, which we all need to explore and discover. So friends, I would like to begin with what do we mean by discovering? What do we mean by discovering your own self? What do we mean by discovering your own purpose? We all, every now and then, if not very often, but quite frequently, we all try to have answers to few questions like, who am I? Where do I belong? And what is my purpose of being? Who am I? Where do I belong? And what is my purpose of being? So your mind, your soul, your heart, keep on finding answers to these questions. And I totally understand that unraveling the purpose of being or finding your existence, meaning the reason of your being in this world, in this society, is not that easy. But does that mean that we should stop? Definitely not. We need to keep answering every day or whenever we feel like. We all need to have that dialogue, have that kind of a discussion within our own self, or maybe within our peers or the family or the relatives, friends, with whomever we, or the mentor, with whomever we want them to kind of guide us, to kind of enlighten us. Your purpose in life is your central motivating aim. The reason why you get up in the morning. When you get up in the morning, how is your daily life planned? And the purpose also guides and shapes your life decisions. It also influences your behavior. It also influences various levels of decisions which you take as you grow, as you move forward in life. So your purpose rests in the intersection between what you love to do and what other people need. I always have tried to request the young India, the youth of the country, that try to align your own goals with the needs and aspirations of the society. So your purpose should rest between the intersection of what you like, what you love to do, and what other people need. What is the requirement of other people around you in the society? So in a way, it would be in service of others while also attaining your own goals. So while you are attaining your own goals, you are also trying to help others. You are also serving others in the society. And then definitely you will be experiencing that joy. You will be definitely experiencing that positivity, that optimism, that sense of achievement and fulfillment. And that is what I have felt that is my purpose. We all should try and orient ourselves towards all this. So how do we do? How do we achieve this? We definitely can have a growth mindset, which will mean that our own purpose should be aligned to the needs and aspirations of the people around you, of the society, of the nation. Practicing gratitude. Be thankful to whatever you are achieving in life, and that should be making you more generous. Be more generous, more kind, more empathetic, more compassionate. Be part of the community, be part of the society where you are staying, where you are living, from where you are deriving your education. And of course, turn your pains and struggles into purpose. And it is very important that you overcome these challenges. And these challenges would definitely make you stronger, make you reorient yourself. Now, friends, if I mention very briefly about my own journey, I have faced a lot of challenges, first as student, then of course becoming an IAS officer, and then after that when I joined service, there has been lot many years of struggle, of learning, different experiences. I come from a small town called Panipat in Haryana, and Haryana, while has been a very developed state in terms of the economic indicators, but the state had been predominantly patriarchal. And if I talk about my own self, I would like to take you all to way back in 2003-4, almost 2 decades back, when I was doing my graduation. And I'm fortunate, friends, that I also am alumni of Sri Ram College of Commerce. I feel very proud and honored to be part of this very esteemed institution. So I was doing my BCom honors from Sri Ram College of Commerce, and I was also doing my CS. So it was in 2003 when I was in my third year of graduation, and I came across through some magazines, I read about civil services. But at that time, I was already doing CS. And when I discussed this with my parents, especially my father, there were a lot of apprehensions which came into. Of course, I was, so as to say, trying to move into the private sector earlier, or maybe becoming a CS, then I would have set up my own practice or join any multinational as a corporate professional. Then secondly, there was a total shift from becoming a corporate professional to becoming a civil servant. Then there was a lot of issues as far as the selection in civil services. Nobody in my family had ever attempted. Nobody in my family had ever tried to even write the examinations. This examination is still the toughest examination in the country. So the competition is very tough. Selection is not short. Even after selection, which service you will get, which rank you will get, and after service allocation, which cadre you will get, and after cadre, where you will get posting, and how will you settle your family life. These all apprehensions came into the mind of my parents. But then when I kept on discussing with them, it took me almost around, say, 6 months, 5 to 6 months to counsel and convince them. Then my father said, okay, if you want to do, then you do, but you should have a plan B in your life. So by plan B, he meant that if I don't clear civil services, I should be utilizing my education and experience in some form, and I should be financially, economically independent, which was, so as to say, not expected of a female, a girl child belonging to a family primarily based in Haryana. But I'm fortunate that I was born to parents who thought ahead of their times, and they allowed me to pursue my dream. So I completed my graduation in 2003. I completed my CS in 2004. And in the same year, I appeared for LLB entrance, and I took admission in law from Delhi University in 2004. And in the same year, I started my preparation for civil services. And I also took a part-time job as company secretary, because I thought I should also have some professional experience, and I should also earn something for my own self for financing my higher studies. So from 2004 to 2007, these three things were parallel in my life. Focus was, of course, on civil services preparation. I was also doing law, which was a regular course. And of course, I was also doing the part-time job. Things were not easy. It was a kind of a struggle which I had taken as a matter of choice. I was leading a self-quarantined life wherein I was committed to my own self and to achieve my own goals. And sense of responsibility, my dedication, my commitment, determination, and my support of the family and parents, I could clear civil services in my second attempt. In my first attempt, which I wrote in 2006, I wrote mains, but I did not get the interview call. Of course, I was very, very dejected, disappointed. But then, with my own courage and conviction, I gave all my efforts, and in the second attempt, I qualified and I got All India rank 13th in 2008. And I joined Labasna, Missouri for my training. And after joining the training, we were allocated cadres, and I was allocated to Cadre Tripura. I joined Tripura in 2009, June. And from June 2009 to 2016, I worked in Tripura. And after that, I came to Haryana on inter-cadre deputation. Therein, I worked in Haryana for 4 years. And then after that, I am back to Cadre Tripura, and I am presently posted as Resident Commissioner in Tripura House in Delhi. So friends, if I talk about my own experience, the shift from private sector to the civil services, even from a civil, if we see my own case, wherein a girl who had always been living and had her own all her education in a very protective environment in northern part of the country, to becoming an administrator who have served in the difficult terrain in northeastern part of the country. And I am very much thankful that I could get the support of my team members, of the people wherever I have been posted. So I could deliver. But we all have to understand that there are a lot of dynamics and equations which ultimately affect our relation, our working. Many a times I am being also asked that whether I feel any prejudice or bias as a women administrator, or what is your take on women representation in bureaucracy or civil services. So I always say that there is no inherent bias, but yes, there are some challenges which a woman officer definitely has to encounter and overtake when she is moving in the service, because her family and career progression may not move tandem with each other and maybe rather in conflict. So that the act of balance, that is the act of balance which we all need to understand, and in which we all need to participate. And women officers across the country, whether in this IAS, whether in the IPS, in the railway service, in the audit and account service, IRS, even in state services, they have been doing wonders. And we have seen now women becoming DGPs, the chief secretaries, secretaries in government of India. So why I'm mentioning is that challenges are here to stay. Challenges will always be there. And reality of life is that it is always tough. You will not get a bed of roses everywhere, wherever you are aiming to reach. But we have to overcome these challenges. So regardless of who you are in this world, life is full of odds and challenges. And how you overcome, how you fight through these hardships, how you fare will determine your success, will determine your share of success. So I always request the young students to have a kind of a graph, to have a kind of a planning in their mind, which I term as VGPA. VGPA will stand for Vision, Goal, Plan and Action. Vision, Goal, Plan and Action. I term it like this, that vision is the overall aim. What you want to achieve in life after 5 years, where do you foresee yourself? What you should be in after 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. That should be clear in your mind today. After that, what is your goal? So the goal would mean that when you are trying to have that vision, what are the achievable units? So these achievable units are termed as goals. So they should also be both short term and long term. So for example, after 5 years, if I want to become like this, or I want to join that organization or have my own business, become an entrepreneur or join civil services, These are the steps I need to follow. So these would be the goals, the achievable units, the short term and the long term units. After that, you need to plan that how will you achieve? How will you achieve? What are the steps that you need to take? And then action. Take action. Nothing would be achieved unless and until you take action. So these steps are very important to have that clarity in your mind. And it is very easy to dream, but it is most difficult to achieve. So we need to have that clarity, we need to have that planning, we need to have that strategy very much clear in our mind, and no goal is unachievable. That we also need to understand that there have been people in this world, there have been people in this country and across the world who have achieved such milestones which we can't even imagine. And despite all the struggles, I would mention about GRA, a girl, an autistic girl who swam in the Arabian Sea from Bandra to Gateway of India. And in just 8 hours and 40 minutes, this 12-year-old girl, GRA, created history by swimming from Bandra Worli Sea Link to Gateway of India in Mumbai. An autistic girl creating world record. Similarly, I would like to mention about Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister, long time back, many years back, at the age of 25, he did the unthinkable. He broke the 4-minute barrier running the distance in less than 4 minutes. He ran a mile distance in less than 4 minutes. And this was done by his own commitment, by his own conviction. And when he achieved, till that moment, till that time, till that year, nobody had ever thought of. But he thought, he did, and he proved it. So we all need to have that courage and conviction in our ideas, in our innovations, in whatever we want to achieve in life. And I would also like to request the younger people here, all the youth here, that you have a very important role in nation building. We need creative and innovative leaders. So creative leaders we need you have to become coach, you have to become mentors, you have to become delegators, you have to become leaders, you have to become facilitators. India will never forget the contributions which have been made by the father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji, Subhash Chandra Bose, Mother Teresa, and so many luminaries who have made our country what we see today. So we definitely cannot shirk our own responsibility, and we have to have been playing a very instrumental role. And India is the youngest country in the world. We are proud to have that positive demographic dividend. So what you can do, what you can help, how you can help the country, we can definitely help in implementation of various flagship schemes and programs in the awareness drives like drug addiction, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao program, crime against women, environment conservation, save earth, save forest, say no to plastic. And also we have seen in last so many years, our Honorable Prime Minister also has launched so many programs wherein we are talking about Skill India, Digital India, Make in India. So all these programs, Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, so all these programs will be successful only and only when we see the participation and the support and the collaboration from youth of the country. Startup India, Fit India movement, staying healthy, staying fit. So many campaigns we are seeing every day being implemented, and we only as administrators, we only feel that they become more realistic, they reach to the intended beneficiaries when there is a collaborative partnership by the community, and in that the youth can definitely play a very important role. Now friends, towards the end, I would only like to mention that like a ray of light transforms itself into a spectrum when it passes through a prism. When a ray of light passes through a prism, it transforms itself into a spectrum. We all have to embrace all those challenges in life and come stronger than ever, come stronger than we even imagined, we even thought of. Simultaneously, practice gratitude, be grateful in your life, be thankful, and also try and contribute towards society and nation building. I would mention here in a quote by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Sir has always influenced me. I feel influenced by reading his books, his poems, his poetry. Of course, I got the opportunity to meet him when Sir had visited Shri Ram College of Commerce during our graduation days. We had the fortunate opportunity of listening to his lecture in person. So he had said that the future of the humanity and our planet lies in our hands. And it also lies in the hands of today's younger generation who will pass the torch to the future generation. So he wanted, he, he encouraged, he motivated every young Indian to participate to nation building through their innovation, through their leadership, through initiatives in education, digitalization, all those programs. And I would only like to request all of you that discover your purpose of being, why I am here, where do I belong to, and how can I contribute towards nation? What is my purpose of being? And try and look beyond the prism. That is how we all would realize the realize the reason of being in this earth, being in this society. And I would end by mentioning about an acronym, DREAM, which I decode as resilience, ambition, diligence, resilience, energy, ambition, and motivation. I would repeat, diligence, resilience, energy, ambition, and motivation. So you all dare to believe, dare to win, and dare to make a change. May you all stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you so much, TEDxSRCC, for inviting me over here. My apologies that I could not be present live on the event on 24th April due to my professional reasons. But my best wishes to the entire team for organizing such kind of informative and auspicious events. My best wishes to the entire team. Thank you so much. May you all stay happy, healthy. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.